Hey everyone, Prashil here with my review of the Motorola Edge 20 Pro. And this has been one hell of an experience, for many reasons, a few of which include the screen, the camera system, and my personal favorite, the battery. Starting with the design, apart from the sleek and professional looking camera system on the back, the rest of the phone feels pretty lackluster. You get glass on the front and on the back, and a power button on the side which doubles as a physical fingerprint scanner, which I found to be quite reliable. You also get a dedicated button on the other side for Google Assistant, which is a neat touch. So with this design, I have to say it's honestly nothing to really boast about. I mean, it's not ugly by any means, it's honestly just pretty boring to look at. Alright, let's get on to performance. The phone utilizes a Snapdragon 870 processor, which while not the latest processor, still performs well with all the tasks that you throw at it. The chip is also coupled with 12GB of RAM, as well as 256GB of non-expandable storage, which is a decent combination in 2021. Gaming performance is also pretty great, Asphalt runs smoothly and really benefits from the 144Hz refresh rate. Call of Duty also worked really smoothly on the Motorola Edge 20 Pro. I was able to play multiple games without the phone heating up too much, and the battery life meant that I could actually play for a lot longer than on other devices. So all in all, gaming performance was more than adequate. I really enjoyed playing games on the Motorola due to that high refresh rate, big bright screen, as well as great battery life. So when it comes to gaming, the Motorola definitely performs. Alright, let's move on to the cameras. We'll start with the 32MP f2.3 aperture selfie camera, which took pictures that were bright and colorful. Now I found myself not really using portrait mode as much, as the background blur effect was a mixed bag. Now onto the main cameras, Motorola went all out with the big guns. You get a 108MP f1.9 aperture main snapper. In addition, you'll also find a 16MP f2.2 ultra-wide camera. Pictures taken with the main camera were full of detail, especially if used with the 108MP sensor, and also seem to have a more naturalistic look, which honestly tend to lean away from your typical auto-saturated shots that you get with the likes of the Samsung Galaxy phones. And whether you like it or not is honestly based on your personal preference. The periscope camera allows for 5x optical zoom with the addition of up to 50x digital zoom. Although photos taken at up to 50x digital zoom honestly look like blurry potatoes. The sensor could benefit from a higher resolution, but overall, the camera system produced pretty nice photos. Nighttime photos are decent as well, with the system brightening up most photos as well as balancing exposures pretty well. But it is no iPhone when it comes to nighttime photos, and the computational photography needs a little help. Alright, let's talk about the screen. Now in the beginning of this video, I did mention that the screen was one of the highlighting features of this device, and I still stand by that. You get a 6.7-inch bright and vibrant screen, which has a 144Hz refresh rate. Now this combination makes for a great viewing experience. In fact, you'll also be happy to know that outdoor visibility was not an issue with this device. Now something else I want to mention is the battery. Now you get a 4500 mAh battery with this device, and I gotta say, it honestly outperformed my expectations. The battery consistently lasted me up to 2 days with moderate use. There was also a week where I only used this phone lightly, just a little bit of social media, a little bit of web browsing, and a little bit of YouTube. And this phone was actually able to last me up to 3.5 days, which honestly is something I thought was definitely worth mentioning about this device and remains a highlighting feature. All in all, I was quite impressed by the screen and the battery life of the Motorola Edge 20 Pro. And it is important to note that the camera system is definitely not something to laugh about. Now don't be fooled, this isn't the perfect phone. There are some features that are missing, like the headphone jack for example, or wireless charging. And even the wired charging only goes up to 30 watts, which isn't really the quickest in today's market. Alright, so we've established that it's not the perfect phone. So what you have here then is a very, very safe phone. It isn't bold and it isn't a game changer. It's quite boring to look at, but what it is a very reliable smartphone that can honestly last you for many years to come, if you can live with some of the shortcomings that I mentioned. Well, this is it for me. Looks like we're out of time. And yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and want more content. and I'll catch you in the next one.